Okay, what do you guys want to ask? Ask any question you want. Don't get nervous. Anything.
What's your game strategy tonight?
Give it away.
That's a good one.
Good luck on the answer.
All right, to score more than the other team. Okay, what do we got?
Good to go.
Yes.
Okay, game time to decision, I presume.
Hawkcat? No.
So,
Out. Yeah.
still give him a few more days.
Yeah.
Any idea when he might be cleared for contact?
Who?
Setting.
No. Well, these are good. Let's go. Keep going.
Sound like Dave Cameron just.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
Yes, no.
Oh, no, usually words are flying out. I'm on some conversation I didn't even know started.
What do you think's helped you find so much consistency against Detroit this season?
Of course, now we get a question that is not one answer. One word answer. Sometimes I don't. The answer to those are hard. I think we match up. They're two pretty similar teams. The games have been really competitive. I think the last time, what was the score last time they were in here? 5, yeah. And I think they had their goal. Mrazek was on an unreal run. He played extremely well for them for like 10 in a row. And I think he may have let a couple leaky ones in on us, and we got a little momentum off that. But he played so outstanding. He was bound to have a tough one, and I think that was the only difference in the game. Other than that, it's they've been good games. Why I don't have the answer why we've come out on top. It's probably very similar to Montreal, why we've been on top, but why we haven't been on top on Boston. It's I don't know what the circumstances are surrounding, but we seem to we've matched up well against Detroit so far, and we have to be engaged in the game. Our D have to be up ice. We have to gap on them well. We can't give them a lot of time for some of their star players to roam around the ice because they can control. They're a puck-controlling team, so we have to take pucks out of their hands all the time. And when we're doing that, we have success against them. When they're running around with the puck the whole time, then we're a little bit in a defensive posture, and it's tough. So, I don't know, hopefully, they played yesterday, so a big thing for us today is we got to come out of the gate strong and try and take their will away from them early, because if not, this is, there's a reason, they're top of the standings. They've got a really good team, and we got to match that.
I know Heddy can play the 200-foot game really well, and he's probably at his best when he's able to go play both ends of the ice. Have you seen more of that lately, even from Hedman, in terms of the confidence that he's jumping up into it?
I think if you watch, a lot of the way our team plays is the way Heddy's going. And when Heddy is, for instance, the goal he scored the other night, that started with him 200 feet from the net and ended with him, 200 feet away. And so when he's got his legs moving and he's engaged, our team we kind of feed off that. And for the most part, that's the way Heddy's been, and I think that's why we've had some success. But for sure, when he's engaged in the game at all ends of the ice, it's that much better for us.
What's the greatest benefit of having Palat back in there tonight?
Well, he plays in the power play. He plays in the penalty kill. He plays on the triplet line. He's on there at the end of the game when you're up a goal, you're down a goal. Almost every situation, he's on the ice. So if you pull somebody like that out of the lineup, you're not just putting one guy back into that spot, you're putting a bunch of different guys. He gives us much more stability up front, and I think that line with Johnny and Cooch, he's a big part of that line. And he a lot of the down low stuff that goes on, puck retrievals, everybody does it, but Palat seems to be in there a little bit more than the other two, and he makes that line work. So getting him back is big for us.
You have a second career in mind with a razor and a barbershop chair?
Do I?
Cutting hair yesterday?
Josh, he was the man. No, it was pretty heartwarming to be around those kids, and so it was a lot of fun yesterday. But no, I was panicked the whole time. I thought I was going to cut them, but apparently those clippers are pretty safe. But it was a pretty cool event to be a part of.
Were you concerned about cutting Vladdy's hair and maybe trimming him a little too tight?
No, Vladdy, when Vladdy was done, he looked younger than the kids that were getting their hair cut.
Your team is equipped for a deep playoff run this season?
Oh, the one thing about going to the playoffs, you got to be healthy. So we are not healthy right now. If we stamp our ticket to the postseason, you need to have goaltending. So if I'm going to sit here and compare last year to this year, if we can have healthy Ben Bishop going into this year, that gives us a better chance. The second thing is you got to be deep down the middle, and you have to have your back end rolling. I think with the addition of Strawman and Garrison, with that playoff experience and the way those guys have played, that makes us that much better. Coburn's only been here a short time, another one that's played in the Stanley Cup final. And he'd played 4 games with us, but he'd fit right in. And so you get a group of, and then throw Hedman in the mix, and a Schuster that's a year older and that much more experience. And Matt Carl, who's just come back, spent a lot of time on the shelf, but now he's back. He's much more rested for a stretch run. We're a completely different team. And then you look at our forward group, everybody's a year older, year more experienced. We're pretty solid down the middle. I think we're a much deeper team. Now, does that spell deep playoff run? I can't sit here and say for sure. But I know if we keep this team healthy going in, I think we'll have a much better chance this year going than we did last year.